Hey, how's it going? It's Jonathan Miller here. Let's go for a drive. Here, please hit that subscribe button. At the end of the video, if you enjoyed the video, hit the thumbs up and please hit the little bell to be notified of new video releases. Today the big question is this 2018 Porsche 911 991 1.2 GT3 worth $200,000? Let's take a look. And now for some sponsored content brought to you by me. The goal I'm trying to get is 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. Can you guys help me get there? When we get there, I'm giving away an Evo gimbal for a GoPro 3-axis handheld gimbal, brand new in the box. For when we get 1,000 subscribers, I'm going to do a random drawing, and the lucky winner will receive that Evo gimbal. Let's take a look at some of the features on the side of this car. So we'll look at the 20-inch rear center lock forged wheels. He did have these spec'd in a platinum color, but he had them resprayed in this gold, which is one of the standard colors on the GT3 RS and GT2 RS. Of course, we have the yellow calipers, which denotes the Porsche ceramic brake system. An exclusive option here that he spec'd was the Porsche script on the side, this gray with the yellow. The yellow matches the calipers and some of the bits on the interior. Another exclusive option is the bottom of the mirror painted in black and the door handles painted in black. This car is spec'd with the optional LED headlights with the painted black trim. The headlights also have the swivel motion when you go around corners. It even has the little washer for the headlight painted in black. One of the ways to denote a new 991.2 is these little black matte plastic vents here. You can tell if you see this shape on the front of the car, it's a 991.2 GT3 or GT2 RS. And we've got the black plastic lip, which is actually a much better option than going carbon fiber, because you're going to hit that lip. This one probably won't break, and it's probably much cheaper to replace than a carbon fiber piece. We're in the interior of this GT3. Alcantara 3-spoke steering wheel has an optional red dash at 12 o'clock. You'll see for lightness, just like on the GT3 RS, these areas where there might have been controls for the radio, etc., are open. Obviously, no paddles because we have the optional 6-speed manual transmission. This one with the boot and most of the knob in Alcantara. We've got the latest PCM, comes standard with navigation, Apple CarPlay. This car is spec'd with the gauges in white, as well as the Sport Chrono gauge in white. Another option is this center console piece is painted GT silver, as well as the door trim and the dash trim over here. It has a leather Alcantara interior, so the bottom of the dash is all Alcantara, and the top of the dash is in leather. I'm sitting in the one-piece carbon fiber bucket seats. They actually do have airbags built into the seats. An interesting fact is he got this spec in GT Silver as well, and it has the Alcantara black and gray package with the GT3 script in the center. We've got the racing yellow seat belt, which matches his yellow script on the door, and the yellow brake calipers for the ceramics. And we've also got his yellow bandana, also matches. In the passenger footwell here, we have the fire extinguisher option. This car also, the sun visors, the roof, the pillars are all spec'd in Alcantara. Even the receptacle where the seatbelt comes out is Alcantara. GT3 cars have no back seats. So this one, actually, the center console is all wrapped in Alcantara with the Porsche logo embossed on the armrest. GT3 stitched in the back there. We'll show you a picture up on the screen. We've got the buttons here. Sport is for a little more sporty throttle response. This is for the suspension settings. You can make it stiffer or harder. ESC is your stability control, and TC is traction control. You'll probably only want to turn these off if you're on the racetrack. The little exhaust pipes will bypass the side mufflers. This will happen automatically when you give it full throttle. The valves will open. And this one is the front axle lift system, which we'll show you now. Welcome to the interior of the 2018 Porsche 911 991.2 GT3 Manual. Just want to give a quick shout out to the owner of this car. He's a former customer of mine when I had my old racing parts and service business. We've kept in touch over the years. We did some work on his 997.2 GT3 RS. I'll show you guys a picture right there of that car. It was really cool. So now we're in his new GT3 stick shift. Is this car worth $200,000? Let's find out. The GT3s come standard with the PDK dual clutch transmission. The 6-speed manual is a no-cost option from the factory. I mean, listen to this car. You cannot beat a stick shift 911. The new 991.2 GT3 sitting behind me, 4-liter Boxster 6, 500 horsepower, 9,000 RPM redline. I currently have this car in the sport mode with sport chassis and the exhaust valves open. So this car has 3 mufflers, 2 on either side and 1 central muffler. Under normal driving conditions, the exhaust gases go through the side mufflers, through the center muffler, and out the back. When you put it in sport, or when you get on the gas and the valves open up, it bypasses those side mufflers and comes straight pipe right out the back. We had an immense rainstorm last night, so the roads are a little damp and there are leaves everywhere. So we don't want to push this car too much. It's rear-wheel drive. It does have traction control and stability control. You can turn those off down there. I wouldn't suggest it on the street. That's more for when you take it on the track. This car actually has, it's weird, the automatic blip. So when you downshift, the car will automatically blip. I know there's a way to turn it off so I can do it myself, but I don't don't quite know how, but it literally makes anyone who could drive stick like a decent stick shift driver because of that. You get the perfect matching revs. It's really weird. I'd rather do it myself. I'm sure there's a way to turn it off, but we'll just have to go with the computer doing it for now. Let's give it a little gas here. The stick shift on this car, the manual gearbox, is really nice. It's solid, it has short throws, the clutch pedal is really nice, it has good feel. There's definitely no need to think about upgrading to a short throw shifter in this car. With a base price of about $144,000, the car basically comes how it is here, stick shift with the 500 horsepower with steel brakes and doesn't have the carbon fiber bucket seats. This car is spec'd with about $50,000 in options. Some of the big options include about $9,000 for ceramic brakes, $5,200 for these fixed carbon fiber bucket seats. The owner actually told me he wished he'd rather spec the car with the regular seats because for driving around a lot, he doesn't find these bucket seats super comfortable. They're awesome to look at. I haven't obviously done a ton of miles in the car, so I couldn't tell you how they are over long distances, but for short driving, they're not that bad. I drove the GT3 RS with these same seats, and I didn't really have a major issue. These things just sound ridiculous. I mean, this is the ultimate car. For me personally, you say, Jonathan, you can have one car. What is it? It's this new GT3 Manual. Hands down. Whatever color you want to give it to me. Spin the wheels a little bit there. It's like I said, it's a little damp. Wow, those downshifts sounds awesome. Owner has had this car on the track. He said it's a blast. He said obviously PDK you're going to shift a lot faster, but with the manual transmission he said it's just so much fun. He drives this quite a lot, so he really enjoys it. He feels that this might be a car to keep. Naturally aspirated motor, manual transmission. He doesn't think that the 992s, which will debut next week, that the GT3s are going to go with a turbocharged motor and probably lose the manual. So this might be the last one. I'm pulling out of this lot here. I'm going to hit this little button. I'm going to raise the front end, and it is raised. So I have a little more clearance in the front. So I'm going to lower it, and you can hear the air shock of that release the pressure. We've got the white optional dials in front of me. Front and center is the tachometer, 9,000 RPM. It gives me digital speed and gear, which you don't really need for a manual car, but I guess they have it set up already in the PDK. That it's there, they may as well use it for the manual. I guess it's good for the track. You know what gear you're in, but you should really know what gear you're in. So when you don't have the sport button on, that's when you can apply the gas on the downshift manually, and it will take it. When you hit the sport button, that blip in the throttle on the downshift is automatic. So let's try it manual. about this car. It's beautiful, it's well balanced, it's a friggin' stick shift, 500 horsepower naturally aspirated motor, 9,000 RPMs. All the racing heritage behind this car. Literally nothing to beat it. So is it worth 200? Probably for what is out there at this performance level. I personally probably wouldn't spec it this highly. So I'd keep it well under 200,000 for 143 base. Amazing car, even for 200. I mean, how many performance cars can you get stick? Like none. Hey guys, I really hope you enjoyed that video. If you're new here, please hit that subscribe button. If you liked the video, thumbs up, and please hit the bell to be notified of new videos. So hopefully we answered the question, is this 2018 Porsche GT3 worth $200,000? Please let me know in the comments below what you think. I really appreciate you guys spending your time with me. Have a great day. See you guys soon.